I'm Alisha Sweeney in the CPR Performance Studio with singer-songwriter Brent Cowles and his band. They joined us for the first time to play us some songs from his upcoming debut out this fall on local label Greater Than Collective. Brent has been fronting bands since he was a teen as the leader of Yumi and Apollo. The group disbanded at the end of 2014 after a highly notable year of winning a National Songwriting Award. They were performing on the main stage at a few prominent Colorado music festivals, but they did call it quits. And now he's shed that past, and he's been on a new musical journey, one that took him recently on a life-changing trip to Uganda. Welcome, Brent. How are you doing today?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. What are you going to start off with?
This song's called Lift Me Up, Leave Me Here. Lean on my brother, well I lean on him, 'cause I got no other. I'm cold when he talk. Brother, you're all I got. My mama said I'm unavoidable. I burned on my bridges, well you burn them boys. So pull up your bridges, well tears won't cross your teeth. Work for the dirt on your knees. Mama said I'm unavoidable. Lift me up, lead me on, leave me here. It's all the same. I wouldn't blame you if you did. Yeah. I plead with the devil, well I sleep with sin. On my way to heaven, I'm cold when it's all. Brother, you're all I got. My mama said I'm unavoidable. Lift me up, lead me on, leave me here. It's all the same. Wouldn't blame you if you did. Yeah. Lift me up from the shadow, lift me up from the shame, lead me far from the guilt I am living. Yeah, and I aim for redemption, but I fall for addiction. Lift me up, lead me on, oh leave me here. It's all the same, yeah. It's all the same. It's all the same. Lift me up, lead me on, leave me here. It's all the same. I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you if you did. Yeah. Lift me up, lead me on, leave me here. It's all the same. I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you if you did.
Lift Me Up, Leave Me Here in the CPR Performance Studio from Brent Cowles and his band. This is OpenAir 102.3 FM. So, Brent, in 2014, December of that year, your former band, Yumi and Apollo, played their last show, and now you've reemerged as a solo artist with this new backing band, really a new band for you.
Yeah.
What's different this go around?
I mean, basically, it's just, I feel like I'm taking everything that I learned from being in You Mean Apollo, and we had lots of adventures, and we learned from all of them. So this is my attempt at applying all of that knowledge, and trying to take the next ladder to see where it leads. And I really feel like I've got like a dream team of people working with me. I'm just really excited to see what this year holds and what happens next.
I mean, you're growing up. You started You Mean Apollo when you were like a teenager.
Yeah, I mean, it was a part of my life for like 10 years almost. So it was really hard to say bye, and I'm still on good terms with everybody. Nobody hates each other. But yeah, I mean, I'm just excited to look forward, and working with Anna Morissette on bass and vocals, Jake Miller on guitar, and Joe Richmond on drums. It's just cool to see a collaboration kind of fall into place and just naturally happen. So
yeah, this dream team that you mentioned with Anna and Jake, they're in the Still Tide. Also, Joe is your producer, and he was in Churchill and Meese and a whole bunch of other bands. How did that come together? Just through your label, Greater Than Collective, just getting to know the Colorado music scene?
I mean, really, Joe, you kind of made it happen.
He's shrugging his shoulders in the drum room right now.
Yeah, I it really felt like Joe and I have wanted to work together for a long time. And we've talked about it quite often, but it kind of worked out with this situation, and we just went into the studio with the idea of doing one song and seeing what happens, and we really liked what happened, so we kept making more. And Joe was like, I know this really good guitarist that is perfect for this. And he mentioned Jake. Jake came in, and his first session, we were like, yeah, dude, you should be in the band. So, and then Jake's in Still Tied with Anna. So it kind of made sense. And yeah, I'm really excited.
So Joe's producing the record, and you're on local label Greater Than Collective. This is the Illegal Pete's record label. Now, you actually went to them, is what the label had told me.
Yep, that's right. We had talked about working together back when You Mean Apollo was together, and it didn't ever come to fruition. And this time around, I had this list of all these people that in the past that I'd love to work with, and Greater Than was on top of that, and they've been awesome, a great support label, and very, very helpful in developing this new project. So
very cool. Well, let's hear another song from this new project. What are you going to play?
This one's called 9th and Lafayette. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sigh, whatever happens, I'm gonna change your mind. I'm gonna make you love me again. Whatever I do, whatever I'm pleading, but don't listen to me. This is a bad idea. I come to live and die. I come to live and die. I come to live and die on 9th and Lafayette, 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 Lafayette. I'm bleeding, well, you can take what's left. I'll be the last check that you cash. I come to live and die. I come to live and die. I come to live and die on mine. In Lafayette, 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 Lafayette. I come to live and die. I come to live and die. I come to live and die online. In Lafayette, 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 Lafayette.
Brent Cowles in the CPR Performance Studio. This is Open Air, a song from his upcoming debut release out in fall. That's 9th and Lafayette. So that's a song about that particular corner in Denver?
Yeah, right by Cheeseman Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. I lived there for a short time, but yeah, that's just kind of about in memory of that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to hear about some new memories that you recently made. You went on a life-changing trip to Uganda.
Absolutely.
You have to tell me more.
Yeah, I'm. The idea behind it was to do a music exchange. We were in Kampala, Lira, and then some remote villages north of Lira. And the idea was to raise money prior. Myself and two other musicians from the Northwest in Seattle came with Mikey Gervais and Faustine Hudson. And the three of us kind of, in our own ways, raised money to help with, there's a health clinic in one of the villages that we went to that needs funding, and some other more specific causes. And then through music, we were able to kind of bring people together and figure out other ways maybe to help in the future. I'm hoping to go back later this year. We'll see. But yeah, it was just, it made me come home with a whole new perspective on life and just how I want to lead mine, you know? So yeah, it was definitely a trip that I'll never forget, for sure. And we played music in orphanages, in primary schools, high schools, and the remote villages, and had kids jumping up and dancing with us. And music really is the universal language.
Yeah, I bet. This song you're going to play us now is called Walking, and this is one that you wrote prior to your trip.
Yeah, I wanted to have a song that we could play that maybe incorporated one of the like a word from the native language. And we found out there's so many dialects within Uganda that we sang it in English sometimes, but in the places that did speak Lango, we used the word awotewa, which is our friends, and it's the idea behind the song is it's better to walk with a friend than alone.
Awotewa.
Awotewa.
That's our friends?
Yeah.
We're going to hear Brent Cowles and his band with Walking here in the CPR Performance Studio. This is Open Air, 102.3 FM.
1, 2, 3. I go walking with within your soul it's looking, willing to go. Brother, step outside, tell me which road to take. 'Cause I know some things you like to leave behind, and the best way, step outside. We'll stop right here, we can go anywhere. Walk with me. Walk with me, walk that walk, walk that walk. As I go walking within your soul, it's looking. Are you willing to go? Step outside and tell me which road to take. 'Cause I know some things you like to leave behind. Step outside, we'll start right here, we can go anywhere. Walk with me, walk with me. Walk till walk. I go walking within your soul, it's looking. Oh, you're willing to go. Step outside, tell me which road to take. 'Cause I know some things you like to leave behind. I find the best ways to step outside. We can stop right here and go anywhere. Go with me, walk with me.
Brent Cowles in the open air, 102.3 FM Denver Boulder, 88.3 in Fort Collins. So you're living in Fort Collins?
I'm in the fort right now.
You're in the fort right now, and that's where you grew up?
I grew up between there and Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Born in Colorado Springs, lived there for a few years, and then the whole family moved up to Fort Collins, and then we all moved back to Colorado Springs, and then back to Fort Collins.
So there's a music festival going on in Fort Collins this weekend, FOCO MX.
That's right.
It's in its 8th year, and you've played most of them.
I've played. We were talking earlier. I think I've played like half of them at least. So yeah, it's been around. It's been a part of my musical, whatever, this endeavor. You know.
And what is it about playing this festival every year in your hometown as your music continues to grow?
I love being a part of the local scene. It's good to support your local music, and Fort Collins has things like FOCO MX and Bohemian Nights New West Fest, and it's good to just be a part of that as much as you can and watch it develop, and you learn a lot as you go along through the years each time you play at the same festival.
Mm-hmm. And how's playing in Fort Collins different than Denver? Do you notice anything different?
I mean, you have your core friend groups that come out to shows and stuff, so it's like a different scene in Fort Collins as far as the people that I know are coming to the shows. Other than that, I just kind of close my eyes and hope I don't fall over. So.
Right, a stage is a stage. Yeah. Well, you have one final song for us today. It's called "Cold Times," and can you tell me a little bit about this one?
Yeah, "Cold Times." I guess it's my image of kind of what's happening in today's world, and it kind of feels like we're in the middle of some cold times. There's some really scary things happening, and there's a lot of different groups that are just like trying to convince everyone that their way is the right way, and there's a lack of collaboration, it feels like, and that's kind of what this song is about.
We're going to hear it up next. Brent Cowles in the CPR Performance Studio. Keep it in the open air.
I'm gonna let the river lead me on. Little mountain mama, will you sing me home? 'Cause I'm gonna let the river lead me on. Little mountain mama, will you sing me home?
Brent Cowles in the CPR Performance Studio, the song Cold Times. You can catch him at FOCO MX this weekend. You can link up with more information on our website. Thank you guys so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
This has been another open air session at 102.3 FM in Denver, 88.3 in Fort Collins. I'm Alisha Sweeney. Our audio engineer is Dave Fender. Irvin Coffey running the cameras. To find more open air sessions, videos, podcasts, and more, visit openaircpr.org.